Homo.
Let me air my business.
We'll answer it.
You had a little time now. How do you put like an 11-game run that took you to the verge of the championship compared to not getting a championship? I mean, how do you balance what you accomplished with not quite getting all the way?
I think I'm just very disappointed still. It hasn't even been 48 hours yet, I don't think so. Still processing it. Obviously, a lot of us are getting out of town this week and going to be overseas next week and really soon. So it's a lot happening right now.
Kind of reached this point in the season. It took a lot of things to go right. I mean, you hit the free throw against GCU to put you guys ahead to win. Does that kind of maybe make it easier to get to this point, to know just how many things kind of needed to work, even though so many things weren't working too?
I think about this team this year, I think we're just really resilient. We challenged a lot of adversity this year, injuries, even Olympic break, having half our team gone, having Sandy gone. So I think this team has fought through a lot of adversity this season and it's been really resilient. We obviously made it to the finals. We didn't get the job done, but I think we all know, obviously like D and BG know, but like those of us that haven't been in that situation before, we all know like what it takes to reach that point in the season now.
They obviously picked up their team option. They want you back. How do you just feel about where you're at now going, the 3 years going into next year?
I mean, that's exciting. I really like Pehonix organization, the team. I'm going to go to Italy next week, this weekend. So just really looking forward to improve my game this off season. And come back stronger, faster, better next year.
So obviously, reached this point with this team, you can't do it if Brittany and Skylar don't play the way they do all season. But for them to play the way that they did yesterday as well, it's kind of a continuation of that. Just how exciting is it to kind of know whatever future you may have, it probably is going to be next to the two of them for however long the three of y'all are together here.
Yeah, BG and Sky, they're future Hall of Famers. They're great teammates, great people on and off the court. It's really exciting to be able to play with them. I mean, you guys see them. I mean, I see them all the time, but they're just such phenomenal basketball players, and I feel like I learn from them every single day.
This team, you've got this practice facility, you got a new arena. There's a lot of things going in the Mercury's favor right now. Hopefully Diana will come back for one more year. Do you feel like you guys have got the core to run it back and put yourself in the same kind of position next year?
I think so. Yeah, for sure. I was really talking to Sky yesterday, and I was like, everyone always says we're gonna run it back. That's like everyone that loses in the final says that, but I really do think that we have the potential to do that.
What made this group so special this year? Everybody's kind of talked about how much you guys were able to gel, especially the others in the post-Olympic break. What made this group so special to you this year?
I think just how much we all got along, like just our team chemistry. I've really attributed all to that. So yeah, just our ability to get along on and off the court. I definitely think that helped us out.
And I just have one quick one. I know, obviously, yesterday the WMPPA put out a big advertisement in the New York Times. I know Brittany and Steph from Chicago were wearing the.
I wore it too, but no one took a picture of me.
I heard that you wore it too, but nobody. But just how important is it to use that time in that moment, even if they didn't take a photo?
Yeah, no. Obviously, that's the finals are on the biggest stage, and we're going to get the most publicity. So we had the opportunity to wear those hoodies, and obviously we took it, taking a stance. There was a ad run in the New York Times, so just a lot of different things that led up to that moment.
Especially as a Texan that way.
Yeah, definitely as a Texan. That I claim some days and some days I don't. So.
All right, we're gonna kick it over to Zim.
We'll go to Danny Thompson and then to Erica Ayala.
Breezy, Danny Thompson with a three-point conversion. Great to see you as always. A great season. As you take a chance to look back at the season, what have you learned most about yourself, or where have you seen yourself grow or change in your game and yourself as you kind of like put a bow on this season?
Yeah, that's a hard question to start off with. I'm sorry. I don't have an answer for you right now. Maybe I can answer. Maybe I'll text Bryce and give you an answer tomorrow. I got to think about that one. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Well, as you get ready and prepare for next season, as you go overseas, where have you seen like your game has grown the most? Because you seem like you have went from being a defensive player like you were last year. Now you've shown more of your offensive game. Where do you think the next step for Brianna Turner or her evolution is next? Because we've seen you grow so much over the last few years.
I think when I get to Italy, just focusing on the offensive side more, and also focus on my rebounding. I think probably this year I improved on rebounding a lot more, and I think that was one of the emphases for me to rebound offensively and defensively. So when I get to Italy, just continue to crash the boards and work more on the offensive side as well.
We'll go to Erica and then to Mark Carlisle.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time today. Congrats on a great season. Erica Ayala with Sports Illustrated. I wanted to ask you actually about an announcement from Athletes Unlimited that they will be in their model, which is a 5-week season, will be incorporating women's basketball at the top of the year. Just your initial thoughts or reactions to hearing that news. And then also, do you have any thoughts about how it could impact domestic professional basketball here in the United States?
What is Athletes Unlimited?
Oh, sure, no problem. So Athletes Unlimited is it's a sports model. They have run softball, volleyball, and lacrosse, and it's a 5-week season. And they have a whole point system. So it's a more innovative model where you can earn points as an individual as well as a team. And there's a bonus structure in place and whatnot. But essentially the season is 5 weeks, and athletes are paid a salary and are able to make bonuses. There's also a social justice initiative incorporated, and Natasha Cloud, Ty Young, and Sydney Colson were named as essentially the Players Council of the new women's basketball league that they're going to be starting in January.
Thank you. I think that's awesome. Any exposure for women's basketball like that, I think would be good. Ty Young, and Sydney, I think they'll be great ambassadors for it. They're all very well known and very well spoken to. So I mean, I'm gonna be looking at it when I'm overseas, and yeah, I hope it goes well.
We'll go to Mark Carlisle and then Rafiq Lewison.
Hi, Brianna, I appreciate the time. It seems like a real turning point in the season was right after that 31-point loss to Minnesota, a couple games before the break. And then you guys finished 12-4. You obviously go on the run to the finals. Can you pinpoint anything that led to that success in the second half versus the slow start in the first half, and especially in terms of trying to carry that success over to next season?
Yeah, probably that loss was a big catalyst, to be honest. Yeah, just prior to Olympic break, we had a couple losses that we thought we could have won that games, or we could have had things a different way. So kind of before Olympic break, we kind of decided like what kind of team we want to be after the Olympic break. So obviously the Olympians went to Tokyo, and the rest of us stayed here and kind of did our thing. And then when everyone came back together, we kind of gelled, and we all were like really focused on winning and turning the second half of the season around from the first season. So I just think our mindset, our mentality, the second half of the season was just different from the first half of the season.
We'll end with Rafiq.
This is Rafi Kudutta, But That Sports Talk. Congratulations on an impressive season. Now that we're in the off season, what do you think you're going to gain from this entire experience of reaching your first WNBA Finals appearance?
Just the experience of it all. This is the farthest I've made it since I've been in the league. So obviously getting a taste of the finals experience, and obviously going to be hungry for it in my future. So yeah.
Thanks, Brianna.
Thank you.